Alright guys, again, like I said, tonight we're going to go over a couple things, some of the basic beginning characters that you're going to be looking for that are great to get you through early on, why they're important to have.
So here we go.
Why they're valued currently, along with alliances and what it brings to the table. And
Alright
what you
guys,
can get
again,
out
like
of
I
it,
said,
what you need
tonight
to be
we're going to go
looking
over
to
a
put
couple
into it.
things, some of the basic beginning
So let's go ahead and
characters that
start
you're going to be
first
looking
off
for
with a
that are
couple
great
champions
to get you through early
There's
on.
a couple
Why they're
champions that
important
people
to
are
have,
really desiring
why-
right now,
why
they're valued
because of what they bring
currently,
to the table.
along with alliances
Starting
and
out,
what it brings to the table,
anything
and
that
what
you
you
can
can get out of
bring,
it, and what you need to be looking
to get
to put
to
into
the
it.
beginning of the parts of the game.
So let's go
It's
ahead and
always
start
easy
first
going
off with a couple
some of
champions.
those characters that you're going to
There's
be
a couple
looking
champions
for
that people are
as
really
you
desiring
continue to
right now.
advance down the game.
Because
Obviously,
of
one
what
of
they
them
bring to the table.
Scarlet Witch. I still think
Starting
she's
out,
probably the key
anything that you
component.
can bring,
She
to
nullifies,
get
in
to
other
the
words,
beginning
she
of
can
the
get rid of
parts
the
of the game,
opponent's buffs.
is always
So
easy
you don't have to worry
going.
about a Fury or regen.
Some of those characters that you're going to be looking
defense.
for, as you
Anything
continue
that they
to
can bring
advance
to the
down
table,
the
she
game,
basically takes away.
obviously one of them is
Not only does she
Scarlet
take away
Witch,
from
I still
the
think
table,
she's probably
and
the
take away
key
their
component,
power,
but on
she
top of it, she has
nullifies,
the
in other
ability
words,
to
she can get rid of
stack
the
things in
opponent's
her
buffs.
favor.
So
Every
you don't have
time
to
she
worry about
throws
a
a
Fury
critical
or
strike,
regen.
she's got a chance to
defense.
set off 1 to 8
Anything that they can bring
of
to the
her,
table, she basically
one,
takes away.
1 of 8.
Not
of
only
her,
does she take away from the table,
abilities,
she's
and
got
take away their
regeneration,
power,
she's got
but on
defense,
top of it, she has the
got a
ability
power
to
drain,
stack
she's
things
got
in her
stun,
favor.
power lock.
Every time she throws a
So
critical strike, she's got
she's
a
a
chance
lot
to
of characters
set
mixed
off
into
1 to 8 of her.
But the downside
one,
is that it is all random.
one of
There's
8
no
of
good
her,
way to control it.
abilities.
So the best thing you
She's
can
got
do is put
regeneration,
an
she's
entire
got
crit
defense,
rating team
she's got
around
a power
her.
drain, she's got
Basically,
stun,
what that's going to do is
power
going to give
lock.
you more chance.
So to see that crit
She's
strike
a lot of
hit,
characters
when that
mixed
critical
into
strike
one,
hits, you have a better odds of having
but
an
the
event
downside
happen
is that it
that
is all
runs into
random.
your
There's
form.
no
into
good way
your
to
favor.
control it. So here's what we're talking about.
Do is
Her
put
signature
an
ability,
entire
Veil of
crit rating
Fortune
team around
critical
her.
hits. Whenever a critical
Basically,
hit
what
occurs
that's going
for
to do is
either
going
player,
to give
there's
you more
an
chance
80%
to see that crit strike hit. When that critical strike hits, you have a better odds to rise, or an event happen.
Obviously,
That
starts
runs into
slower.
your
So the
form,
higher
into
you
your
have that
favor.
signature level,
So here's what we're talking about.
the
Her
better
signature
your odds
ability,
are. Veil of
Again,
Fortune
can
critical
trigger her
hits
what they
whenever
call
a critical
chaos
hit occurs
magic.
for either player. There's an 80
Outside of that,
as you can see, any
43%
other
chance.
critical hit has
I've
a
got a
90%
level
chance to
73,
nullify,
continues to rise,
removing one buff
obviously
from
starts
the opponent.
lower.
So the higher you have
that
that
comes
signature
in
level,
to your favor on a
the
lot
better
of
your
boss
odds
fights.
are.
You're going to run
Again,
into a lot of
can
bosses that are going to
trigger
have
her what they call
regeneration,
chaos
and have
magic,
additional defenses.
outside
Power
of that,
gains,
as
things
you
of
can
that
see,
nature.
any
that
other
you can
critical hit
rip
has a
off
90%
of
chance to
and
nullify,
basically puts them
removing
to
one buff
typical
from the
character.
opponent,
And really
that
stacks
comes
the
in
deck into your favor.
on
So,
a lot of boss fights.
one of the reasons
a lot
why
of
Scarlet
bosses that
Witch
are going
is
to
one
have
of the most
regeneration
sought
that
after
have additional
characters in the
defenses,
game still.
power gains,
No
things
matter
of that
what
nature
you're
that you
doing
can
in the
rip
game,
off of
she's
them.
always handy to
It
have.
basically puts them
There's
to
not a
a
fight really that
typical
she
character.
doesn't stack up well
It
against.
really stacks the deck
So,
into your favor.
something you always want to have
So,
in your favor.
one of the reasons why Scarlet
Another one of the
Witch is
characters
one
that's sought after, of course, is
characters
Star-Lord.
in the game still.
No matter what
Star-Lord
you're doing
brings to the
in the
table,
game, she's
an
always handy to
great
have.
ability is called
There's not a
Tactician
fight
here,
really that
signature
she
ability.
doesn't stack up well
Basically,
against.
what that does,
So something you
anytime
always want to
the
have.
combo
in your
meter
favor.
continues to climb, he continues
Another one of the
to
characters
hit
that's
harder.
sought after, of course, is Star-Lord. So
If you can block,
Star-Lord
and
brings to the
dodge,
table
very well.
great
any at
ability
all,
is called
and can
Tactician
get the
here,
combo
signature
meter up.
ability.
What happens
Basically,
is
what
all of a
that
sudden you start
does,
seeing big chunks of health fall
anytime
off your
the
enemies.
combo meter continues
So
to
a fight
climb,
that's normally going to take
he
you
continues
30
to
hits,
hit
40
harder.
hits, now taking you 20.
So
if you can
it's a time
block
saver,
and
more
dodge,
importantly,
the faster you
very
can put
well
your
any
opponent
at
to
all,
the dirt
and can get the
a
combo
lot less
meter
damage
up.
you're going to take over
What
the
happens
course
is
of
all of a
that
sudden you start
event.
seeing big
So,
chunks of health fall off your enemies.
the flip side of it,
So a fight
obviously
that's
every
normally
time
gonna
that
take
the opponent continues
30
to build a
hits, 40
combo,
hits,
the
now taking
better
you
Star-Lord is at blocking.
It's a time
So,
saver, and more
that does
importantly,
come in handy.
the
The
faster
problem
you
is
can
if
put your
anybody's
opponent
hitting you
to
and
the
getting the
dirt,
combo meter up
a lot
pretty
less
heavy,
damage you're going to take over.
it's not
going to
look good for you
event.
anyway.
So
the flip side of it,
again,
obviously
that's
every
his
time that
big
the
deal.
opponent continues to build a combo,
really becomes
the
important.
better
that
Star-Lord
ends
is
of the game
at blocking.
So
as you progress through
that does come in
the
handy.
final
The problem
tiers,
is
if anybody's
here's
hitting
what's
you
going to
and
end up
getting the
happening.
combo
You're going
meter
to be
up
fighting
pretty
guys
heavy,
way over your power
it's
level.
not going to look good for you
have
anyway.
a ton of health,
And the only
So,
way to really get
again,
through it is
that's
to
his
use somebody
big
such
deal.
as
really becomes
Star-Lord
important
and
at the
Scarlet Witch, somebody
end
that
of
can
the
lock
game,
him down
as
and
you melt
progress
through their
to
health
the
supply
final
because there's a
tiers,
lot of health
because
there.
what's going to end up happening is you're going to be fighting guys way over your power level, have a ton of health.
Black
And
Widow
the only way to
is
really
another
get
character
through it
that
is to use somebody
in the
such
past
as
was probably more desirable.
Star-Lord.
There are other
Scarlet, somebody
characters
that
now
can lock
that
them
do
down
similar things
and
as
melt
Black Widow
through their
does,
health supply,
because there's
however,
a lot of health there. She, in my opinion, is still probably the queen of the skill tree, of the skill sets. Black Widow is another character that her big thing
in the
that
past
she brings
probably
to the table
more
is her
desirable.
signature ability again.
There are other characters now that
subtlety.
do similar things.
Basically, it
Black Widow
allows her
does.
to avoid
However, she, in my opinion, is still probably the queen.
Any effect that
the
opponent has that kicks in from
skill
being
sets
hit,
her
she
big
nullifies.
thing that she brings to
She
the table
keeps from
is her
going off,
signature ability,
at least at a decent rate.
subtlety.
Currently, she's got
Basically,
a
it allows her to
68% chance. That's at level
damage.
80. Now, when I
Any
fight
effect that the opponent has that
science
kicks in
champion
from
that
being
goes up,
hit
15%.
she nullifies.
When you fight a
She
mutant
keeps from
champion, it
going
goes
off
down
in
15,
at least at a decent rate.
So
Currently,
things to remember about that is the class advantage does come in handy.
80.
It's really great when you're looking at things like Electro.
Science
That's a
champion
character
that
that's
goes
going
up
to stack up
15%
damage consistently against you.
when you fight a mutant
regardless
champion,
of what
it
you're
goes down
doing.
15.
There are other
So
champions that's going
things to remember
be able
about
to get
that
around
is
that. One of
the
them
class
is
advantage does come in handy.
but the problem with
it's really
Crossbones
great when you're
he
looking
is going
at
to take
things
some
like
damage
Electro.
before he gets to the point where
That's a
he's
character
dodging
that's going
the
to
damage
stack
coming
up
in.
damage
Black
consistently
Widow could
against you,
legitimately dodge it
regardless
straight
of
through.
what you're doing.
Not to mention her
There
critical
are other
strikes
champions
are
that's going
amazing.
to be able to get around that.
She's going to
One of
melt
them is
through a lot of people
Crossbones.
fairly quickly. So,
But the
that's
problem
one of
with
the things that you're
Crossbones
looking
is
at
he
when
is
you
going
deal
to
with
take
Black
some
Widow.
damage before
She's
he
going to
gets
bring
to
a
the
lot
point where
of
he's dodging
hit power to the
damage
table
coming in.
when she crits. Black Widow can legitimately dodge
definitely
it
know
straight
you're
through.
going to get your money's worth
Not
out
to
of
mention
it.
her critical
And more
strikes
importantly, she's
are
going to get around a
amazing.
lot of the defenses of the
She's
opponent.
going to melt
So
through a lot of people.
she's
fairly
great in
quickly.
Alliance
So
Wars.
that's one of the things that you're
isn't
looking
as
at when you
effective
deal
as
with
she
Black
used
Widow.
to be
because
she's going to bring a
used
lot
to,
of hit power
her
to the
signature
table when
ability
she
used to go up to
crits.
100.
Now
it doesn't. The
Definitely
best
know
you're
you're
going
going
to
to get your money's worth out
I
of
believe,
it.
if I remember right,
And
is
more
like
importantly,
85%.
she's going to get around a lot of the defenses of the opponent. So she's great in
still,
Alliance Wars.
It's
isn't
still a
as
lot
effective
better
as she
than
used
what
to be
anyone else really
because
brings
it
to the
used
table.
to her signature ability used to go up to
So,
100.
She,
Now
in
it
my
doesn't.
mind, is
The
still
best
up
you're
there
gonna
when you're
get,
looking at skill
I believe,
champions.
if I remember right,
Simply
is like
because she does
85%.
bring a heavy hit.
So
She can evade
still,
and on top of it, she does
it's
get around a
still
lot
a
of
lot
the
better
defenses that a
than
lot of
what
people
anyone
throw
else
up.
really brings to the table.
Unfortunately, some of the other
in my mind,
characters
is
I
still
don't
up there
have
when you're looking
currently
at skill champions.
that I would consider to be
simply
up there in
because
those
she
ranks.
does bring a heavy hit,
and it depends too on what
she
you're
can
looking
evade.
for. Hulk
And
is
on
one
top
that
of it, she
everybody
does
has
get around a
really
lot of the
enjoyed since the
defenses
new
that a lot of
patch.
people throw up.
Hulk's big factor is he now has
Unfortunately,
stun.
some of the other characters
so
I
if we
don't
go in here and
have
take
currently
a look, that I would consider to be up there in those ranks.
special attacks.
85% on what you're
chance
looking
to stun
for.
the opponent for 2
Hulk
seconds.
is one that everybody
That's
has
on
really
any
enjoyed
special
since the new
attack.
patch.
Whether it's your special 1,
Hulk's
2, or
big
3, doesn't
factor
matter.
is you hit him,
He
you're
now
looking
has
at
stun.
85%
So
chance to
if we
stun
go
him
in here
for
and
2
take a look,
seconds. When you're dealing with somebody like the Hulk that
special
is a hard
attacks,
hitter,
85%
2 seconds
chance to
is an
stun the
eternity,
opponent for 2
and it's a
seconds.
great way to really
That's
put
on
somebody
any
down
special
quickly.
attack. Whether it's your
The interesting
special 1,
thing
2,
with
or 3,
Hulk,
doesn't matter.
You hit him, you're
Excuse
looking
me.
at 85%
The
chance
interesting
to
thing
stun
with
him for
Hulk
2
here is,
seconds. If we go back
when
to
you're dealing
Black
with somebody
Widow,
like the Hulk that is a hard hitter,
sorry
2
about
seconds is an eternity, and it's a great way
Going
to
back to
really
Black Widow,
put somebody down quickly.
if
the
you look here
interesting
inside her
thing
info,
with
we go
Hulk-
look at her synergy. Excuse me.
The interesting
her
thing with Hulk
with
here is,
Hulk,
if we go back to
and next
Black
thing
Widow,
you know, all champions have an extra 25% chance to
about
stun with each special attack.
going back to Black
For
Widow,
those of you not good in math, 25 and
if you look
85
here inside her
is
info,
going to
we
put
go
you
look
over
at her
100%
synergy.
chance, which means Hulk is going to stun every
Play
time
her
he throws
with
a special attack and lands
Hulk,
it.
and next thing you
So,
know,
all champions
the nice
have
thing
an extra
there is
25%
you're
chance
looking
to
at
stun
2 characters that can
each
hit
special
hard
attack that are going to
For
be
those of
able
you
to
not
mow
good in
through
math,
some
25
some
and
solid
85
content by pairing
is
them
going to put
together.
you over 100% chance.
It's a
which
pretty
means
nasty
Hulk is gonna
combination
stun
that
every
you
time
see.
he throws a special attack.
One
and lands
quick
it.
thing,
So
while I'm thinking
the
about
nice
it,
thing
just
there
popped in the
is
back of my head.
you're looking at
You'll
2
notice that
characters
Hulkbuster
that can
is
hit
right there
hard
next to Hulk.
that are going to be
cannot
able to
stack
mow through
Hulkbuster
some
and
solid
Hulk
content
with
by
Black
pairing
Widow.
them together.
You only need one.
It's
One
a
of them's
pretty
going to
nasty
activate it.
combination.
Out of the
that you
2,
see.
Hulk's the way to go.
One
Hulk
quick
already
thing,
has an 85%
while I'm
shot.
thinking about it,
You're
just
at
popped in the back of my
25%
head.
chance on
You'll
top of
notice
that.
Hulkbuster is right there next
Meaning
to Hulk.
Hulk's going to stun
You
100% of
cannot
the time
stack
he lands
Hulkbuster
an
and
attack.
Hulk with Black Widow.
You only need one. One of them's going to activate it. Out of the 2,
Alright.
Hulk's the way to go. Hulk already has an 85% shot. You're adding the 25% chance on top of that, meaning Hulk's going to stun
As far as
100%
other
of the time
characters
he
that
lands
are
an
considered
attack.
top tier people you want to be looking for, a lot of people like World War II
Alright.
Captain America. That all runs based off his entire ability to block.
Let's see here.
Let me pull him up here. As far as other characters that are considered top tier,
Unfortunately, I do
people
not
you
have
wanna
him
be
in a
looking
4-star,
for,
but I do have him in a 3.
a lot of people like World War II Captain America. That all all runs based off his entire ability to block.
There he is.
Let me pull him up here.
So Captain America World War II
Unfortunately,
operates
I do
the
not have
same
him
way
as
as
a
the
4-star, but I do have
original
him at
Captain
3.
America. Couple things that are a little bit different. First off, his special 2 is different. The normal Captain America special 2. Basically, what you're looking at is a stun effect.
Captain America
hits
World War II
got a shot at
operates
landing
the same
stun
way as the
World War II
original
Captain America. You're going to land a bleed.
A couple
instead.
things that are a little bit different.
So you're not going to have that
First off,
stun. His special 2 is different.
The big deal is
the
the
normal
signature
Captain
ability
America
here.
special 2.
And you'll notice
its
its
passive
is a stun effect.
Chance to perfectly block all damage
shot
increases
landing a stun
while opponents
World
are
War
under
II
Captain
buff
America.
effects.
You're going to land a bleed
So
instead.
anytime you're facing anybody that has a
you're
buff,
not going to have that stun.
World War
Instead,
II,
you're going to get a bleed.
definitely
The big
brings
deal
that
is the
edge to the
signature
table
ability
if you're
here.
good at blocking. And you'll notice it's
Odds
passive.
are you're going to be able to block a
Chance
lot
to
of the
perfectly
incoming
block
damage.
all
Gives you a
damage
chance to
increases
just wear your opponent out over
while
time.
opponents are under buff effects. So anytime
Alright.
you're facing
So
anybody that has
there's
a
a look
buff,
at some of the basic champions you're
World War
looking for.
II
Wolverine is another
definitely
really good
brings
one.
that edge to the
Just
table
so happened
if
to
you're
hit
good
my
at
mind before
blocking.
I moved on here.
Odds are you're going to be able to block a lot of the
The
incoming
nice thing about
damage, gives you a
Wolverine
chance to just wear your
is
opponent
the
out over
regeneration. Very difficult to kill.
time. All right.
The
So
key to
there's
playing
a look at
Wolverine
some of the basic
early on
champions
is
you're
to
looking for.
not use
Wolverine
the
is another
specials.
really good one.
Let
Just so
his
happened to hit my mind
regeneration
before
take
I
full effect
moved on here.
because his regeneration is
The nice thing about
determined
Wolverine
upon how much power
is
he has.
the
So
regeneration.
your goal is to let that power meter
Very
grow,
difficult to kill.
get it as high as you
The
can.
key to
and
playing
then at that
Wolverine
point,
early
every
on
time
is
he's
to
hitting the
not use his
regeneration is going to
specials.
be kicking in
Let
at a higher
his
level.
regeneration
So he's going
take
to heal
full
higher
effect
and higher
because
to the point where
his regeneration
it's going to
is
be a lot easier to
determined
keep him
upon
on
how
the
much
ground.
power he has.
Let his bleeds
So
do
your
their
goal is
work.
to let that
You
power
know,
meter
You're going
grow,
to bleed the opponent out,
get it as
while
high as
you're
you
healing
can,
yourself.
and then at that point,
Every
it's
time
kind of
he's
one of those
hitting
things
the
as they
regeneration
drain,
is going to
you're
be going
kicking
up
in at a higher level.
You just got to stay
So
on
he's
your
gonna
feet,
heal higher and
stay
higher
alive
to
at
the
that
point
point.
where
So
it's going to be a lot easier to keep him on the ground.
let's go take a look real
Let
quick
his
at what we
bleeds
came
do
here
their
about.
work.
This is the
You know,
alliances.
You're going to bleed the opponent out.
Getting
while
an
you're
alliance
healing
early
yourself.
is nice. As you're
So
building,
it's kind of one of those things as they drain.
as you start the
you're
game
going
and
up.
start building, an
just
alliance
gotta
is
stay
a
on
great
your
way
feet,
to be able to get
stay
some
alive
extra
at that
shards. So get some extra characters and to get some
Let's go
extra
take a look
fighting
real
underneath your
quick at
belt.
what we came here
So
about. This is
one
the
thing that you need
alliances.
to know about on
Getting
any
an alliance early
alliance
is nice.
is there is a
As
treasury.
you're building,
As you
start the game and start
get into
building,
better alliances,
an
an
alliance
alliance
is
is
a
a great
great way
way
to
to be able to get some extra
these
shards.
the donations
Get some
allow
extra
them
characters,
and to get some extra
activate
fighting
their
underneath
alliance
your belt.
wars. It allows them
So
to activate the
one
alliance
thing that you need
quest
to know about on any
so those are things
alliance
that you
is there is
use
a
to
treasury.
get additional equipment to
as
continue
you
to improve your
get
characters.
into better alliances, they're going to ask you
It's
to
real
start
easy
donating.
to be
These
short-sighted and
donations
say, "Well, I don't
donations
give up
allow
my
them
gold
to
because I need it to
activate their
level."
alliance wars.
Well,
It
great.
allows them to activate
Giving
the
up the
alliance
gold
quest.
allows you to get into an alliance quest.
So
That's
those
going
are
to give you the
things that
things you
use
need
to
to
level your
additional
characters
equipment
up,
to
such as continue to
your
improve your
tier
characters.
4 catalyst.
It's real easy
and those
to
things that
be
allows you
short-sighted
to
and
move
say,
into
"Well, I don't
that
give up
upper
my
gold
level of play because I
So,
need it to level."
One of the
Well,
things
great.
is most
Giving up the
alliances
gold
are going
allows
to
you to
have
get
a certain
into an
amount that
alliance
they
quest.
expect to be
It's going to
donated
give you the things you
each
need
week. As
to
you can tell,
level
the
your
alliance that
characters
I'm
up,
in
such as,
currently
you know,
looks for
your
85,000
tier 4
gold,
catalyst,
8,000
and those things
loyalty,
that allows you to move into
26,000
that
battle
upper
chips.
level of play.
So I haven't done my donations yet
one of the
this
things
week.
is most
So I'm
alliances
go
are
ahead and
going
do
to
those here
have a
to
certain
show
amount
you.
that they expect
All you do
to
is
be
simply
donated
click the donate button
each week. As you can tell, the alliance that I'm in
85,000 is our
currently
gold. We're going
looks
to go
for
ahead and do 100.
85,000 gold, 8,000
Try to give them
loyalty,
100 every week.
26,000 battle chips.
It helps build the
So,
pot.
I haven't done my donations yet
We're
this
down
week,
a person.
so I'm going to
This
go
way
ahead
we
and do
can
those here
continue to run the
show you.
maps that we need
All
to
you do
run
is
to
simply
continue
click
to
the
better
donate
our
button.
group.
85,000 is our
So
gold.
there's the
We're going to
gold.
go ahead and do 100.
Battle chips.
Try to give them
We're
100
looking at
every week.
26.
It helps build the pot. In the event anything ever happens, we're
So
down
you
a
just
person.
click the button.
This way we
You
can
click in the
continue to
number,
run the
type
maps
it
that
in.
we need to run to continue to better our
26,000.
group.
Hit it. Confirm it.
So there's the
And
gold.
we're gold in there, and we should be 8,000 on
battle
loyalty,
chips.
but let's just double check.
We're looking at 26.
8,000
1,000.
loyalty.
So you just click the button,
Type in my
you click in
8,000.
the number, type it in,
You can double check it here at the
26,000.
bottom.
Hit
Also
it,
shows there.
confirm
Hit
it.
your donate button.
and we're golden
One last
there, and
chance.
we should be
Go ahead and
8,000
confirm
on
it.
loyalty, but let's just double check.
And I'm donated up for the week.
8,000 loyalty.
Alright. Help is what you can use. This is what you use to
Type
build
in
your
my
loyalty.
8,000.
Every day you can get up to
You can
1,000.
double check it here at the bottom.
So
also shows there.
It's
hit your
important to
donate
do.
button.
It helps build
One
that
last chance. Go ahead and confirm
base.
it.
With the loyalty, you can
And I'm
actually go
donated
in
up for the week.
and purchase an unstoppable
Alright.
Colossus 4-star
Help
and a
is what you can
5-star.
use. This is what
It
you
is
use
a
to build
lot
your
of
loyalty.
loyalty. It does
Every
take
day
a
you
lot
can
of
get
time.
up to 1,000.
But
So
you know,
it's
he is a good
important to
champion.
It helps
it's got
build
its
that
hand, or he's got his uses.
base
With
alliance
the loyalty,
war
you
defense.
can actually
He's always
go in
handy.
and
He's a
purchase
pain
an
to deal with
unstoppable
there.
Colossus,
4-star.
don't
and
hesitate.
A 5-star. It
Help
is
people
a lot
out,
of loyalty.
build your
It does
loyalty
take
up.
a lot of time.
You can only get 1,000 in
But,
a day. Anything after that, you're just helping.
He is a good champion.
So,
it's got its
if you're in a very active alliance,
alliance
I
war
recommend
defense,
going to your
he's always
1,000,
handy.
stopping
He's a
it.
pain to deal with there. So
keep an eye on
Don't
it.
hesitate.
If the same people are still waiting there for
Help
help,
people out.
go ahead and
Build
help
your
them.
loyalty
Let
up.
them get their
You
energy.
can only
let
get
them
1,000
keep
in a
going.
day.
Anything
Outside
after
of that,
that,
though,
you
you're
want to
just
let your
helping.
other guys get it too.
So,
Everybody would
if
like
you're in
to
a very
collect
active
loyalty.
alliance,
As you can see, we have a
I
donation
recommend going to your
requirement.
1,000.
So everybody needs that loyalty to be able to continue to
keep an eye on it.
back
If
into
the same people are still
alliance.
waiting there for help, go ahead and help them. Let them get
Let's
their
go back to
energy,
the
let them
general
keep
tab.
going.
Here in the general
Outside
tab,
of
you can
that,
find
though,
out a
you
lot
want to let your
about
other
your
guys get
alliance
too.
too.
Everybody would
rating,
like to collect loyalty,
which is how
As
well
you can see, we have a donation
requirement.
So
Your war
everybody
rating,
needs that loyalty
along
to
with
be
how
able
many
to
people are in
continue
it.
to
As you can
donate
tell,
back
ours is
into the
30 out of
alliance.
30, and you can't just join our alliance. You have
Let's
to
go
be
back to the general
invited
tab.
into it.
Here in the general tab, you
Okay.
can find out a lot about
Over
your
on the
alliance.
right, you can
find
scroll,
out your rating.
As you scroll, you
which
can
is
see
how
who's
well
pulled
the
what,
alliance is
from
ranked.
what type of crystals,
Your war rating.
So somebody
along
pulled
with how many
a
people are
4-star.
in it. As you can
a
tell, ours is
4-star
30
Thor
out of
from
30.
the conflicted
And
crystal.
you can't just
That's the
join
crystal
our alliance.
going
You
on
have to
right
be
now that you
invited
can't get
into
the
it.
hood from.
Okay.
Great character
Over on
as
the
well.
right, you can scroll.
Very handy.
As you scroll, you can see
to
who's
have. So
pulled what.
if you get the
from
units,
what
I
type
don't
of crystals.
argue with
So
getting
somebody
that
pulled a
if it's
4-star,
available.
a 4-star Thor.
Somebody pulled
from
a
the
3-star
conflicted
Punisher.
crystal. That's the crystal
5-star
going on right
Iron
now that you
Fist,
can't
so
get
on
the
so
hood
forth.
from. So this helps you keep
Great
track of
character
who's
as
doing
well.
what, what's going
Very
on inside your
handy
guild
to have.
So
You can see who's
if
got
you
lucky
the
and
units. I don't
who hasn't.
argue with getting that.
Your members
if it's
tab,
available.
you're allowed to go through. You can
Somebody
see
pulled a
who
3-star
is
Punisher
in the guild or in the alliance,
5-star Iron Fist,
what
so
level
on
they
so
are,
forth.
what their rating is.
So
That's
this helps
their
you keep track of
characters,
who's doing
how
what,
strong
what's
they
going on
are.
inside your guild.
And as you can tell, you
can
just
see
scroll
who's
down,
got lucky
and you get a
and
really good
who
idea of
hasn't.
what you're looking at.
Your members tab,
as you can tell,
you're allowed to go
I
through.
get
You can
passed
see
by quite a
who
few
is
people
in the
inside
guild
this alliance.
or in the alliance.
A lot of great
what
players.
level they are, what their
very
rating
handy.
is. That's their characters.
I learn
how
a fair
strong
share
they
from
are.
them, and it's nice to
And
have a
as you
good
can
group
tell,
of
you
guys
just scroll down
to
and
learn
you get
from
a
as
really
you
good
play.
idea of what you're looking at.
We've already went over the help
As you
screen.
can tell, I
as
get
you can tell,
passed by
same
quite a
people
few
still sitting there.
inside
We
this
went help
alliance.
them out.
A lot of great players.
We'll clear that out.
Very handy. I learn a fair
Treasury.
share from them, and it's nice to have a good
went
group
over.
of guys.
Please
to
make sure
learn
you
from
donate
as you
to your
play.
alliances. It's what helps alliances
We've already
go.
went over the help screen. As you can tell, same
Don't
people
be
still sitting there. And we go ahead and
a
help them
tailcoat
out.
rider. Don't join an alliance
And we'll
and
clear
sit
that
there
out.
and don't do anything to bring to the table. I highly
Treasury.
advise to be active.
Excuse me. We went
Look
over.
for ways to help other
Please
people.
make sure
if
you
you're helping
donate to
others,
your alliances.
they're going to
It's
bend over
what helps
backwards to help you
alliances
out
go.
as well.
So
Don't come in and
don't
think,
be
well,
a
I'm going to sit here
tailcoat rider.
and I'm
Don't
going to
join an
leech
alliance
off these guys.
and sit
There's
there and
enough
don't do
players out
anything
here that
to
put
bring
their
to the
time
table.
in. I highly
To-
advise to be active,
to help their alliances and to help
look
other
for
people.
ways to help other people. If you're
Nobody
helping others,
wants a
they're
player
going to
to
bend
come in
over
and just
backwards
leech
to help
off
you
of
out
their
as well.
other others'
So,
efforts.
Don't come in and
All
think,
right.
well,
I'm going to say
one more thing about alliances.
Leech
Once you join
off
an
these
alliance,
guys.
you will
There's
have
enough
alliance
players out
events.
here that put their time in.
These events are ways
to help
earn
their
extra
alliances and to help
rewards,
other people.
whether it be crystal
Nobody
shards,
wants a player to come in and
catalyst,
just leech off of their other
or
off
different
others'
items
efforts.
that are useful throughout the
All
game.
right.
As you can tell, they have a
one more
one-day
thing about
quest
alliances.
completion.
Once you join an alliance,
We've
you will
totally
have
blown
alliance
through it
events.
as an alliance.
These events
Our
are ways
rewards,
to earn extra rewards,
just general
whether
stuff,
it
some
be
battle
crystal
chips,
shards,
some loyalty, gold, and
catalyst,
just early on
or
leveling
different
units.
items that are useful throughout the game. As you can tell, they have a one-day quest completion.
We've
also
totally
got
blown
completion.
through it as an alliance.
Our rewards,
Excuse me.
just general stuff.
With the
some
completion,
battle chips,
basically
some
the way this
loyalty,
works
gold,
is
and just
every
early
time you
on
complete
leveling units.
an entire series or an entire quest, you get rewards.
We've also got completion.
So, as a group, you want to make sure you're doing your job, bringing
Excuse
the
me.
points to the table.
With
As
the
you can see
completion,
here,
basically the way this works,
some of our guys,
every
have
time
went
you
up
complete
and beyond,
an entire
others
series or an
have
entire
hit what
quest,
we require to be the minimum, which
you
is
get
15,000.
rewards.
I'm slightly above
as
it.
a group,
I've been
you want to
working
make sure
on the
you're
event,
doing your job,
along with a
bringing
couple
the
other
points
things.
to
As
the
you can tell,
table.
some of these guys have
As you can
blown
see
through
here,
it doing the event stuff.
some of our guys
So,
have went
we
up and beyond.
smashed this event
Others
this week.
have hit what we require.
Some of our
to be the
guys,
minimum,
however,
which is 15,000.
way below the minimum.
I'm slightly
Again,
above it. I've been working.
Make
on the
sure you're
event,
doing your job,
along
and
with a couple
participate
other
inside
things.
your
As you can tell, some of
alliance.
these guys have blown
Build
through
it,
doing the
be
event
part
stuff.
of it. It's always a
So,
good thing to have.
We have smashed this event
Because
this week.
as you level
Some of our guys
with your
however,
alliance,
you're
way
gonna
below
get
the
the
minimum.
rewards.
A lot of my
Again,
friends that have started playing the game,
Make sure you're doing your job.
since I've
and
started
participate
pestering them
inside
about
your
watching my
alliance.
YouTube channel,
Build it.
be part of it. What they've been
always a
asking
good
is,
thing to
where do
have.
I get the shards? Where do I start getting the new characters? How do I get so
as you level,
guys, it
with
all
your
starts
alliance,
with the
you're
crystals.
going to get the rewards.
And to get the crystals,
a lot
you've
of my
gotta spend
friends
the
that have
time
started playing the game,
grinding the little
since
stuff.
I've started pestering them
The
about
easiest
watching
way
my
to get
YouTube
characters
channel,
out of the gate is by the shards.
what they've been asking me is,
Where
where
do
do
I
I
get
get
the
the
shards?
shards?
Where
Where
do I
do I
start
start
getting
getting
the new
250?
characters?
How do I
Whatever,
get
it adds up
so-and-so?
on your shard crystals.
Guys, it all
And then you can
starts
open
with
those
the
as you can
crystals.
go. And as you can see, you
And to
can
get the
premium
crystals,
hero
you've got to
crystal, the
spend the
3-star,
time
the 4-star, and the
grinding
5-star.
the little stuff. The easiest way to get characters
what
out
you
of the
want
gate
to do is
is
save
by the
them,
shards.
open them.
Best of luck
Every time
getting
you get a
anything.
set of shards,
I have horrible luck or whatever.
More
Adds
2
up
stars
on
than
your
I
shard
think they're
crystals,
allowed to give out.
and then you can open those as you can go. And as you can see, you can get a premium hero crystal, the 3-star, the 4-star, and the 5-star.
So
A lot of the shards you can get just
what you
by
want to do is save them,
participating in signing an alliance.
Best of luck getting
The other way to
anything.
get a lot of shards
have horrible
is
luck.
the
I've gotten
arena.
more
2 stars than I
So
think
for all
they're
you
allowed
beginning
to give
players,
out. But the arena
so
is a
be
great place to start loading up on shards and on crystals. So a lot of the shards you can
inside
get
the arena, you've got
just
a couple
by,
different things going on. So on
participating
Sundays
in signing
and
an alliance.
Thursdays.
The other way to get a lot of
Wednesdays.
shards is the arena.
I can't believe I'm drawing
So
a
for all
blank,
you
but
beginning
2 days out of the
players,
week, basically
the
you're
arena is
going
a
to run
great
into
place
these
to
little
start
crystal
loading up on
events
shards
where
and on
you
crystals.
compete.
Inside
And
the
as
arena,
you do
you
it,
get a couple different things
depending
going
on where you
So
rank,
Sundays,
you get
different
and
amount of crystals.
Thursdays.
On top of it,
or Wednesdays.
there's a 2-star crystal.
I can't believe I'm drawing
just
a
for
blank,
getting
but 2 days out of the
3,000
week.
points.
So
Basically,
it's a great
you're
way to start
gonna
ranking
these
getting
little
your
2
crystal
stars,
events
start duplicating
where
them,
you
and
compete.
start ranking those up to make it easier to get through your
And
missions
as you do it,
go. Depending on where you
So,
rank, you get
I
different.
appreciate you guys watching.
On top of it,
I will have some
there's
more
a
stuff
2-star
coming out
crystal
this week.
just
I have
for
ran
getting
behind
3,000
3,000 a lot of
points.
stuff going on.
So it's a great way to
But
start
with that
ranking,
being
getting
said,
your
I
2
plan on
stars,
putting
start
out some more
duplicating them,
content.
and start ranking those up to
Please
make it
be
easier
patient.
to get through your missions.
Please tell
as
your
you go.
friends to come watch, subscribe.
I appreciate
share
you
it.
guys watching. I will
Not
have
gonna
some
lie,
more
a little
stuff
bit
coming
nervous
out
first
this
time
week.
ever being on the
I have
webcam
ran
while
behind.
doing the
I've got a lot of
production,
stuff
so-
going on.
And my first time
But with that
streaming
being said, I plan on
actual
putting out some
live
more
footage.
content. So
I hope it worked out
please
okay.
be patient.
If you have any
Please
questions,
tell
feel
your
free
friends
to come
leave me
watch.
some comments. I'll be
subscribe,
happy to answer.
share it. Looking forward to having some
Not gonna
more
lie,
new
a little
players
bit
join
nervous.
the
First
game.
time ever being on the
If there's
webcam
anything
while
you
doing
need,
the
let me
production.
know.
So
And again, subscribe.
yeah, my first time
watch,
streaming
share.
actual
I
live
appreciate it all.
footage. So